Thanks for being here. This is awesome. It's good to see you guys.
Yeah. We're so excited. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So we decided to do this like a series, and we're calling it the Livin Podcast. When we kind of started thinking about doing this van life thing, I mean we've always been campers and kind of I don't know, like nomadic, and and we haven't really done it. We haven't thought about doing it full time until recently, and so we obviously started. Well, we actually were doing like the tiny house, looking at land and tiny home and stuff like that, which we're still gonna do, but we decided we're gonna do it this way because we'll be able to pay off our bills and then save up and hopefully get land. If not, we'll be van lifers forever.
Yeah. Like us. Like us. We're going to be van lifers forever. We know it.
Yeah. But we started watching all these videos, on YouTube and found our favorite people. And y'all were like one of the first couples that came up. And I don't even know how we found you. I think it was because you had dogs. And it
was also because of the festival. When we heard about
I think that's here.
Yeah. Somehow y'all got brought in from there when we were searching festivals. Because when we were first watching, we're like, we would see some people doing their van thing, and then we weren't really sure if they were for real. Like, we're like, is this real? And then we're thinking they were like the trust fund babies, and like they would just be like pretending. And so we're like, people really doing this? And then we did stumble across a few that we're like, okay, I think they're for real. And then that's where we started to find a good group of them that ended up all being together at the festival that we went to, which was interesting. So I was like, okay,
we are for real.
It is for real. There are days that you're like, yep, we're doing this.
It's been fun. We've had a blast doing it, though. It's been really exciting. We've gone places that we would have never, ever gone before had it not been for van life. So it's pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah.
If you can handle it. Like, some people can't handle it, People quit van life all the time, right?
We've seen that too. We've heard those stories too.
It'll test you. Yeah,
you gotta be strong for sure.
I mean,
Clover
says hi.
Oh.
Hi, Clover.
Oh, hi, Clover.
Oh, we're so glad she's doing better.
We're happy she's doing better.
You want to say hi?
Anyway.
She's on me.
Ours are snoring on the other side. So.
Yeah, I know. They're both over here.
Yeah.
So we want to know what made y'all decide to do van life. Like, was it intentionally to actually go full on, or y'all just wanted to travel first, or?
It
was a couple of things.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you could talk about the work one for sure.
Yeah. So it was all, COVID induced essentially. And so I had been working, corporate jobs, and I had switched industries, and I had gone from like, insurance industry, doing like commercial insurance, business insurance. And then I moved into working for one of the national laboratories. Doing administrative work, and I had been there for a while, and during COVID we made this huge shift like overnight to go remote, and I just had this really interesting setup with the supervisor I had, and he very much was someone who had to see you working, and so the whole remote thing, like it turned into be like a nightmare, and I was just so frustrated. One day I was just like Googling, like, there has to be more than this, like this can't be it. And
I've done the same.
I just went down the rabbit hole and just started watching like YouTube videos, and I think it was like Chrome with Van City Van Life, who's now the Chrome Project. And I remember going out to the living room and being like, did you know people, I was so naive, I was like, did you know people live in vans because they want to? Like,
I do.
And
I'm a Californian, so it's like,
and he's done a lot of car camping, like for work and stuff that he's done in the past. So like, it was something he was pretty familiar with already. And when we just started going down the rabbit hole and drinking the Kool-Aid, and We love to travel, like with our dogs. We were always doing road trips, and we love to camp and be outside. And we were like, this is like the best of both worlds. They get to come with us. And that from there, I think it was a year and a half of like dreaming and just figuring it out. And he was buying like little things here and there, like camping towels and little things for the van that we didn't even have yet. Yeah. And
we slowly put it all together. But
the peak of the housing market, he just was so supportive. He was like, if you really want to do this, like, this is your moment, but like, we got to go all in.
We went all in.
So we did.
Decided to do it. So
that's the good thing is when your wife wants to do that. You know, like I have crazy ideas all the time, and everybody's like, "Oh, that's just Todd being crazy." But this was actually her idea, so I'm like,
that's awesome. You gotta support the woman, you know. So you just gotta get in there. She wanted to do it, so I was like, if this is what you want to do, this is your time. I go, we should just do it now. Yeah. And so we just we decided to sell everything. We we found ourselves. It was funny. In the house, we would always gravitate to one tiny area of the house. And, you know, we had a larger, like 2,000 plus square foot house, and we would always be in one tiny little space with the dogs.
Yeah. Just like from one nook to the next.
We even at one point, we literally had taped it out on the ground, and we put the fridge, we put everything in there, and we would just live in it. We just had it taped out like in the living room, and we would just live in it. But that was our pre-van life.
Yeah, because seriously,
that sounds like me with the dishes. I'm like, okay, we can totally have less dishes now. It's only us. It's not the kids.
Oh yeah, we only have a few. It's so
we're like, we can have just a couple of plates, just a couple of bowls. Let's downsize the kitchen and do that first.
It feels so good to be kind of on the minimalist side where you don't have many things. So, and we kind of have like a 1 in, 1 out rule.
Try to.
So, or we try to anyways, to kind of keep it to where you don't have a bunch of stuff in the van. So,
yeah, that's what we were talking about that because she said one of her most difficult things is going to be her clothes, and we're big that's like thrifters. So I was like, well, this is what we need to do. We'll take a certain amount of stuff and then.
I do a lot of like.
He's always stacking clothes up in the van. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
It's this bag goes into Plato's closet and gets dropped off, and then comes out with this
another
one.
Bag.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then I end up, and I have so many clothes even that I don't wear. So I know eventually I'll be able to get rid of them because I'm like, I don't even wear these, so I just need to pick out my favorites. But you know, that's why it's so hard.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've done. And then I just like rotate new things in and out. And we do a lot of thrifting, or we do like Marshalls, or like we love Sierra.
Yeah. We like Sierra's to buy stuff on the cheap.
So and just
we love that.
I have one real bag that's like for like quick stuff that I need, my daily stuff. And then we've got how big are those North Face bags? We have like one each, and like whatever you can fit in that bag.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
And I get a lot of flack for mine being pretty heavy, so I can relate.
You can do way more minimal.
I really go into my clothes bag because
mine sits on top.
So I just let her sit on top of mine, so it's super easy.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So how did you? I'm just curious, real quick, Carrie. How did you like? What drew you to van life, and like what got your attention? How did you guys,
So honestly, I was trying to like the same thing with the job. Well, I actually was working for a company. It's a hospital company for billing, like behind the scenes or appeals. Okay. It's corporate. So I've had that job, and it's great. I love it. But after COVID, I was already working from home. So they already sent me home to work from home before COVID. So I was already here, which was great. And then they closed the building and everybody was working from home after COVID. So
even better.
Yeah. So then I was like, okay, this is great and everything's good. Although because working at home, I love that I work from home, but it does get to a point where it's like, I'm never leaving. So I'm always at home. And then I was like, I feel like I started to kind of get that feeling of feeling stuck, and I'm like, there's got to be something else. And then even if it's like, since I work from home, maybe I can work on the road, and so I've kind of started to think about that. And then so then I just like, and also in those feelings of there's got to be more, I was searching YouTube and came across people exploring and living in vans, but I wasn't sure it was true, like I said. So then I would find that there were people actually doing it, and they were talking about how they do it. And I was like, okay, I think this is for real. And I was like, okay, I think I can do this. And then I was like, but then I was like, okay, so how in the world do they live in a little tiny place like that? And so that didn't make sense to me at first. And then I realized when somebody had said, well, it's not like we live in here, we sleep in here, we cook, do all your things you got to do, but we're outside, you're finding things to do that are getting you outside. And I'm like, that is what I need. That's what I want. And so when I saw that it was possible, and I mentioned to him, and then we started watching a bunch more, and then going to the van festival that we went to, that really it was a little over a week or almost a week that we were there. So it gave us that feeling of, we can do this. And it was like just on, without electricity. So I was like, we might as well try it out that way. See if we could really do it. Yeah. So that was a little taste of it. And I was like, we could do it. Okay. And now it's like, we want to do it more. So now we're just like trying to figure out the steps. So it's kind of like baby steps to getting there. We are, getting rid of the things, because we have a lot of things. That was hard. I was going to ask you, how did you do that?
I started. Yeah. Have you heard of the two guys, the Minimalists or whatever?
Yes, I've seen all their like videos in the media.
I kind of just started with their like simple thing, like the 30-day challenge, where it was like, okay, day one, I'm getting rid of like with one thing. And this started why we had the house. I was already like feeling cluttered and overwhelmed.
Yes, same.
And it was like we just had rooms that were just collecting tons of stuff.
We had tons of stuff built up in all these rooms.
So I just started, I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. So like day one thing, day two, and and you go all the way to 30 days. And so even like by day 30, if it was just 30 paper clips, like it didn't matter.
Yeah.
Like I just had to get rid of something.
Yeah. And by the end, we were just like, let's have a yard sale, get rid of it all.
Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist. You start getting that rush.
We got into it because we were like making all kinds of money, and we were like,
this is amazing. This was just sitting in the bedroom. Can you believe that?
I know, right? Stuff that we were never using. We had it just sitting in rooms. It's better that somebody else get to use it than us just to hoard onto it and like never use it, that kind of stuff. Yeah. So.
Well, he used to snowboard a lot, and we wanted to do a lot more snowboarding. But then we got older, and we got to where we don't like the cold, like at all. We hate it. And we just found ourselves going like less and less. So we had all this like snowboarding gear and stuff. And so it was like, we have like nice stuff that's just taking up space that we're not using.
Yeah.
And we can get something that we can use and go do some other stuff. And
let somebody else take advantage of it.
So it was just
funded our journey.
Yeah. Learning to let go of the things that weren't serving us, so that we could prepare ourselves for what we wanted and be open to that. But I think part of it too was I had read this book called The Comfort Crisis, and it really changed my thought on, like I told him, I go, we're too comfortable. Like we had the backyard dialed in, the patio set, the tiki torch, the lights, it was amazing, and
bougie.
But then we also started realizing that all that space that we were maintaining and taking care of was also kind of owning and running us.
Right.
And so that was the other way when we started going, well, we'd love to go do all these things, but we got to, trim the yard and mow the grass.
We
want to go now. We have to find somebody to watch the house and take care of the house.
Fix the roof.
Or the water heater. Or the flood, the pipe that cracked. It was
always something with the house. So
we just decided to kind of just go all in. And there was another YouTuber we were watching at the time, and I remember him saying, like, what's the worst that can happen? Like, you go back to like the way life was
house
before.
Life?
Like, it's nothing's permanent. And so like going into it with that mind frame, like, we can always go back into our prior life if this doesn't work out.
But you can always learn.
And now we're 4+ years in, and I know we hear people who've settled down and gotten the home base, and like that's great. We're not there yet. Like we're still just like because we've been sitting still doing like van projects, and it's been nice to kind of ride out the gas prices and see family and like the dogs that had a nice yard. but we're getting itchy feet, so we're like,
we're about ready to get back on the road. It's it's a few weeks probably once we get our walls finished, and we'll be heading out for sure. So
So how long did it take y'all to when you made the decision to do it? How long did it take y'all to actually?
Year and a half.
Was it a year and a half? Okay, and then
how long? From the time that we got started, like found van life and like got interested in it, and I started really like you kind of have done, like, okay, like people are really doing this, and I'm following different journeys. I'm listening to podcasts. I'm reading books. And so that was about a year and a half, but it was, I think the peak of the housing market was for us, it was July 2021.
Yeah.
And so I remember we listed the house literally, I think it was like July 6th.
We made a killing.
2021. And we closed October 1st.
Nice.
And then we didn't even have the van yet. So we took the funds from the house, and then we just stayed with my parents for a short time. And we were like, let's practice small living. So we all packed into one little bedroom, and he was working and I was working still. And
mind you, still, this is just a straight cargo van. There was nothing in it. Like we literally just moved in. We were sleeping on the floor. We went to like some van festivals, like the what was it, the
moon landing used to do out.
So we had
but we've gone just with nothing, like in this van, like the blankets on the floor, a futon, a camping table. Like we moved in like immediately. So as much time as we so our first van so we lived with my parents for a little bit after we sold the house, and then we went right into that Pleasureway recon. And so we thought turnkey for us, get on the road. Cargo vans were hard to find.
You couldn't find any coming out of COVID. Finding a Sprinter van was really tough.
So
everyone in California is buying them up and living in them.
Oh yeah. There was nothing out there, so we were left with like whatever was out there, and it was not much. And it was this Pleasureway Recon that we bought.
Yeah.
And it was.
Where were y'all when y'all did this?
Were you in
2020.
So we bought we bought the Pleasure 22.
Yeah, 22.
Yeah, that's how I remember. And so we did that for like the first year. And we didn't work at all the first year. We took, we were just like, we're going to get used to this. We're going to try it. We're just going to go. And we made the common mistake of probably going like too far, too fast. Like we just go. We would just do loops through Arizona, and we'd be like, oh, we have 3 weeks before we got to be back for this or whatever. And so we'd just be like, well, let's go for 3 weeks. But we also learned using that van over the course of that year is like little things would start to break and have problems. And like we didn't have a functioning heater. And all of a sudden, being that you've got your RV dealer, then you got the manufacturer, then you got the actual manufacturer of the part, the component that's failing. And it became this like finger pointing game.
We were going
and they want it for
oh, it's horrible. It's
like,
a
we
nightmare.
need it for 3 weeks. And we're like, No.
3 weeks. And I mean, they would want it even longer than that. They would want it for like a month plus. And you're like, I can't do that. Like, we live in this thing.
Yeah.
So.
And then
that's what I was going to ask, how you deal with that. Cause I know we've had little problems, and they've pretty much, they shouldn't have taken as long as they did, but I've told them, every time we have a problem that I bring it in for, they're like, well, it's probably going to take the whole day at least. They want me to drop it off. And I was like, I work out of this, this is my work, everything. We're not living in it, but I need it every day. So I can't even imagine, living in it and having, what do you do? What if it's like a major problem, but.
Oh yeah.
One time,
and that's part of the reason why we did the DIY build was to cut all of that stuff out. I control all that stuff now. So like when something goes wrong, it's super easy for me to fix it and not have to deal with any of that stuff. So
it's really just Mercedes at this point.
Yeah,
like getting
we
our
only deal with
services
Mercedes,
done,
which is easy.
or if there's a little something that needs to be taken care of.
Yeah, we just simplified it as much as we could because it's so complex. Like we just made it as simple as easy as possible so that it was functional, because van life is already pretty challenging all on its own. And so when you have a lot of complex things that are like breaking down all the time and you're like wasting a bunch of time like fixing stuff, I mean, it's great YouTube content, right?
Yeah.
for real life, it's pretty hectic.
It can be pretty stressful, at least in the beginning. And I think that's even something for us that we've gotten used to. Like day one of us having that Pleasure Way recon, we literally made it like 10 miles down the road from the dealer to like the Home Depot parking lot. And the check engine light came on.
Like immediately. And we're all, so our van life started out like that immediately.
It was the pit in the stomach, the stress, the anxiety. I would literally just remember looking at him like, what? Did we just make the worst decision
and
of our life?
We've bought tons of new vehicles, right? And we've never had a check engine light come on. So we're like, oh, this is not good. This is not a good way to start out.
But now we've got, after 4 years in, you're just like, oh,
they're finicky.
That's not working. Okay, well, I guess we got to figure out what we're going to do now.
It'll happen to us all the time. And I'll be like, well, we'll just kind of wait and see, because it might just turn itself off. And usually it does. Like within 24 hours.
Yeah, right.
Turn itself off and go away. And we're like, okay, cool.
Okay.
Back to business.
Yeah.
Let's not worry about that.
Yeah. And then there's been multiple times where myself or him have also worked out of dealership lobbies. Or if we've had the dogs, we look for a dog park or something parked nearby where we can go take the dogs.
Oh, the Sprinter lobby is the best, man. They have coffee, soda, they have everything that you want down there, man. It's like they have a waiter that comes out.
I was in General RV the other day just getting my the mirror on our medicine cabinet fell off. Just fell off one day, and I heard this noise. I look in the back, and it's hanging off, broken, swinging back and forth. I'm like, who put these things together? Like a 12-year-old?
Not people who ever live in them. I tell you, it's like nobody that builds these things actually lives in them.
Nobody lives in them, you know. And even the seal. What is it? The seal,
the RV stamp, the certified RV.
So your guys' has the seal on it, right?
You're a certified
Class B.
I'm sure.
Yeah. But it actually says right on the thing, right, that it's not intended for full-time use.
Oh, really?
Did you read it?
I could have told you that.
It isn't.
Yeah.
That's why you got the strange look when they said you were going to be driving it daily.
Yeah. We got that same look. They were like, what? You're living full time? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even for us, doing the DIY, we had to think about approaching that too, because now we don't have that certified RV stamp. So we got to think about how we're going to insure this now.
Yeah.
And so we had to go through that whole thing. And so we wound up using Roamly. And they do pretty good for DIY stuff.
We used Progressive in the beginning, but Roamly is with
they
Progressive.
They write on Progressive paper.
So, but they were pretty good too. And it was way easy to insure the entire build. And it wasn't too bad.
Mm-mm.
I mean, insurance keeps going up every year, but
what doesn't?
I know.
But yeah, we would just take it kind of as we go, and we just do our research, and we kind of, I don't know, I quote all these other YouTubers that were clearly inspirational to us and motivated us to do this. And I remember one of them being like, sometimes you just got to leap and the net will appear. You got to just go.
Yeah.
And so we lean in a lot to that and just kind of trust. And we always we've been together for a long time. And so it's it always works out. Even if it's tough right now, we always come out better, or it didn't work out for the reason it was supposed to not work out. And so just trusting the process, and not, the other thing we tell each other is sometimes, especially me, is you just need to be fed and put to bed.
Yeah, it's a big one, man, and it's just being supportive of your partner. And when it's stressful and things aren't working out, and sometimes you'll put together a plan, and this is why we really use loose plans, because you'll put together a plan and then it just won't work out, right? The cards just they're just not falling in your favor, right? And so we had a really, really bad one in Arizona.
Yeah.
And, I literally just looked at her and I go, you just need to be fed and put to bed. Let's find some food and let's go to sleep. And tomorrow will be a new
I was ready to sell the van, get an apartment. I was just done.
all the spots that she had kind of planned for us to stay, none of them were working out, right?
Yeah.
And on top of it, we just had Marley spayed. So I had planned all these locations so we could be kind of close to a 24-hour emergency vet in case there was any reason, just something random go wrong. It is routine. She should probably be fine. But so I was already feeling, you know, like a little bit apprehensive with that. Like, we just had her spayed. We live in a van.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it was by the third place, I was just like in tears. And I didn't want to be anywhere cold, by the way. And so he wound up driving us to Flagstaff.
Oh, yeah, we were down cold. In the Sedona area when this stuff happened.
I was trying to keep us,
Sedona,
you know,
is hard to van life in. It's not super easy. Right. But like most of the West is like, there is a ton of places that you can van life. Unlike the East Coast, which is
I was going to say, that's where y'all are at West Coast and West out West.
Yeah. And so he kind of took the wheel that day. I was like, I can't. I was lots of tears. There was sad, and he just was like, I got this. Like, just sit back. And I'm like, okay, cool. And so I just let him run with it. And he found us a great place to overnight that we actually wound up going back to a few times. And we wound up staying there for like a month and had a great time.
It was like an urban.
But it was just like that one day, like my nervous system was just like frayed and done with decision making. But so it was like I've learned to like just go to bed, eat some food, go to bed. Tomorrow's a new day, and like
everything will work.
When you wake up and look outside and you're in a cool new place, you're gonna feel differently tomorrow.
Right. Yeah. I'm just learning that now after 25 years of marriage. You know, I'm like, oh, she's hungry. It's not, you know, it's like
feed her. We're
like
good.
she's hot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's overheating right now.
I need a minute.
Yeah. And you learn pretty quick in a van, like what those triggers are, and like those little
80
things.
Square feet, it happens quick.
That was going to be one of my questions too. Is when you feel like kind of that tension, do you give each other space, or like maybe one stays in the van, another one goes somewhere else, or like, you know. What have you done in those situations besides it's either eating or you're tired or you're hungry, I guess is what it is.
Yeah, we've come a long way.
We have. Like, the van life has helped us come an even greater distance in our relationship.
I would say our relationship's so much better because of van life. But like we're forced to figure things out quickly. Yeah. Like you don't.
There's no running away from it, really.
No. And you can only like sit outside in a parking lot and like stare at Walmart for so long before you eventually got to come back to the van.
We usually wait like about maybe a half an hour to an hour, and then we just look at the other person and go, "Are you done?
You done?
Okay, cool. We can go back to normal life. All right, cool.
Yeah,
let's move on."
And then like we're also like I'm trying to be a lot better too, and like really being receptive when he's like trying to help me, and if I'm just being like real frustrated and like when I start to feel myself like want to lock in on something, and he's like, hey, like, do you want my help? And going like, okay, like, why am I digging in so hard here? Like, relax, like, oh, like we're a team and we're in this together. It's not us against each other. We're in it together. And so like loosen up, and you know, so it's been a lot of growth, lot of growth, but it's been fantastic. So,
it's been awesome for our relationship. For sure.
Yeah, that's great.
Well, that's inspiring.
It should be. It should be. If you stick with it and don't let those little things deter you from the greater overall thing that you can get from van life. I mean, we've been some amazing places and had some really amazing experiences that we would never have had it not been for van life. So these little things that like are going to trip you up are so trivial when you look at the bigger picture of things. So
you just slow down enough to kind of zoom out and go, okay, like getting caught up in the little details here, like just take a breath, take a little walk, come back with a fresh head.
Exercise is a good one too. Eat, go out and maybe take a walk, whatever. If you're in nature, I mean, that's great. The hard part about nature for me is I work remotely.
It is tough,
and it's hard for me to look out the window and be in these amazing places. And I can't go out there really. I have to sit here in this chair for 8 hours, you know, and do the work thing. But hey,
I was going to ask
one day I won't have to, but for right now. I
was going to ask you about that. So do you work like a full-time job?
Yeah, I work Pacific hours, so I'm usually cranking out
6,
stuff 9 to
our time now, Mountain Time.
Yeah. So
he's full time, 40 hours.
Yeah, so no matter what time zone we're in, I just have to stay focused on Pacific. What time it is in Pacific hours.
So like in Florida,
I can be to work on time, you know.
So like when we were in Florida, he was working like weird hours that were like 10 to 7. Right. And so like he would start his day a little bit later, and then he'd have to work throughout the day and a little bit later, and so it was just.
So you have to be stationary, or can you like be driving from one place to another?
I work on the road. Like I'll be in the bed back there, whatever. Like
And you use Starlink? Is that what you use?
Oh yeah. Okay. We've got Starlink on all the time. We use it 24/7. Yeah, we have. I don't think there's any other way. If you were to try and do it like via hotspot, you would, when you're jumping from tower to tower, you would lose connection somewhere. And if you're with Starlink, you never lose connection.
It's rare.
I mean, I'll be connected to my teams.
Like maybe bridges, or if you go through a tunnel or something like that, like you got to be mindful of that, or trees.
Yeah. But, or when you go to pull in to get gas.
Yeah.
Like the canopy.
Little things like that you don't ever think about.
You'll lose your teams right there.
So does it come right back though?
Oh yeah, as soon as we pull out from underneath it, it'll just connect immediately.
So if you're on Teams, you're in the meeting, right? And then you're like good link, and can you hear anything at all, or it's nothing? It's like you're off all together.
It kind of just freezes, I think. I mean, you're pretty good at like planning around his meetings and stuff. Yeah. So I'll ask him. I'll be like, okay, what's your calendar look like today? So I can kind of judge like, serious meetings that he has versus like his like daily stand-up routine calls that are a little more casual. So I can kind of plan around that. Okay. But yeah, we've done it to where like, I'll take the wheel and drive and get us wherever we need to go. But we like to sit still too a lot during the week. Like,
we plan it to where we kind of sit still Monday through Friday, and then we move Friday, through Sunday somewhere.
Like, we love to slow travel, and so like when we're having to do like the fast travel, like it burnt me out. Like
it'll burn you out quick, man.
I was so burnt out coming out of Florida and all that. Like I just hit like a point of exhaustion.
It was too fast of travel for us because we're used to moving at a way slower pace over on just the West Coast. So that much movement, it really like for her mentally, it
there was a lot of layers there, and I wasn't sleeping great. And then we got the dogs and the heat and the humidity and him working, and there was just a lot of things that were factoring into that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, especially going back and forth. I know how that is. My skin will tell you if I'm in the West Coast versus the East Coast.
Oh yeah,
it literally goes dry
here. Dry versus moist.
Yeah.
So what's the difference? What do you mean by slow travel and fast travel?
So like slow travel for us, like our ideal way is so like we love to winter in like the Lake Havasu and like Arizona area. It's beautiful in the winter. The weather's nice. There's a ton of BLM land. And there's like state trust land. So there's no lack of, dispersed camping. And right outside of Lake Havasu, there's like multiple areas that you can disperse camp. And you're 10 maybe minutes out of town, 20 minutes out of town. And Lake Havasu is just, awesome. It's a super cool town. There's like, they have so much going on in the winter. There's a lot of snowbirds and stuff that come down too. Plus there's all like the Hypa Quartzsite and stuff, which is a little bit further south. So like that whole area is pretty busy, but we just like, we'll go sit out in the desert and we'll go park for 3, 4, 5 days, however long until we start to feel antsy. And then we'll drive into town, and there they've got the island, and they've got a cool dog park on the island next to the channel, and you get all the big boats coming through and stuff, and so it's just like this little oasis in the desert. But for us, we'll sit out there. We stayed 5 months in Havasu the year before, not this past winter because we had to leave and head to the East Coast, but the year before that we did 5 months in Havasu, and we just kind of floated around the area and just in that whole zone on and off, and you kind of get to like see the area a little bit more like a local, and like just really take, especially when you're working like him full time, you only have so much time to do stuff, and then you're getting water, and do we need propane, and we got to dump our pee jugs, and like, all those little things that you got to do. So then it's like, I really want to go do that hike, but when? So by being able to slow travel in an area, when I can run errands and stuff during the week for us, then we can take the weekend to like
and go do fun
stuff and adventure and explore
and experience the area a little more, which is super nice.
But yeah, working does make it a little bit more challenging to like do those things.
Yeah.
Just because you do.
But somebody's got to make some money,
We're not,
to fund the travels.
Yes, we do not have a trust fund. Yeah.
We are not monetized. So
we are not monetized.
This is just me funding our travels and, having fun. And also, we, our funds from selling our house. It's like that basically funded a lot of it too.
Yeah.
So, but that's why we've been building out for so long too. We decided to take the time to like not just jump into it and build the van that we wanted to live in. So that is really big too.
And take the time to go, you know what, I don't like that there. Let's move that over here. And like, that doesn't work there. I thought it'd be great there, and I actually don't like that.
To tweak it and make it what you want it to be.
Gives us a little more flexibility, but now we're kind of hammering down on some of that stuff. So it's kind of cool to see it all kind of come together.
Yeah, it's cool.
And to be like, make you happy so you can, start.
Well, and you guys, you've done a lot of your own touches to your van and stuff, so I can see you guys have really personalized it and made it yours, and that's the fun part about it. Like, having one little space that gets to go everywhere with you. That's like just yours.
Yeah,
like, it's not a motel room. It's awesome. Your bed. It's great.
And now the bed is more comfortable now.
Yeah.
we do a lot of music festivals, and it's the only way to do that. And so we're and we're trying to kind of integrate the channel with our music festivals. So we're kind of like what we did at Peace, Love, and Vans, where we create content or whatever,
Or do the art spotlight.
We're trying to do that for music festivals, to where we go in and we basically do a video on everything the whole time being there. And I mean, we don't really have a lot of subscribers yet, so it's not really
in progress.
YouTube is its own beast.
Oh yeah, it's a challenge.
But we've done a couple already, and they're so much fun. And I mean, just going, because we love music, so we might as well.
Oh man, we went to the best music festival last night. We went to the best show last night. It was awesome.
Yeah.
What was that?
We went and saw the Dirty Heads last night.
Oh, we loved it.
Yeah, it was so good. Oh, best show of our life.
Yeah. My band played with them probably 5-6 years ago.
Really?
Dirty Heads, yeah.
And Dumpster Funk, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
That's
amazing. We love them. We've seen them several times. We're like Revolution and
we love all those.
They're awesome.
They used to come. So we are near St. Augustine, Florida, and the amphitheater there is our favorite place to go. And Revolution was going there a lot, and then all of a sudden they started this thing in St. Pete. So they've been doing a lot there in Vegas. Apparently it's Vegas and St. Pete. That's like back and forth they do. And I'm like, when are you coming back to Florida? Or not, well, they're in Florida, but not here at St. Augustine. But we do have quite a bit of those reggae bands. And we love concerts. And that's what we wanted to ask y'all too. How do you do those things with the dogs?
Well,
okay.
Hold on. That is like my number one, the thing that makes me the most nervous about doing this is like, what are we going to do with the dogs? Because it's I know it's hot out there, but it's like lethal hot at 2 a.m. here, and I'm like, I don't know. I mean, we have a generator and everything, but you know how it is. We can't leave the AC on, and I don't know. So what do you do?
we make a lot of sacrifices of things that we don't do to have the dogs, but we see the benefits and the pros that come from having dogs as being far outweighing the things that we can't do. But so like for last night, because we are hanging out with family, we convinced my mom we got a sitter. Yep. And so they were good to
Which
go.
Which is so rare. We never get a sitter. We just never leave them with anybody. We don't like leaving them with anyone. Like
we've got one that's really anxious when we leave him, and poor Willie, he doesn't like it, and so we don't like to do it to him too often. And so, but he was with Grandma and Grandpa last night, and he loves them, and he's familiar with the place, and they're familiar with the yard, and so, in that case, we did that, and like we'll go do.
That's our first time ever doing that, though.
Well, we did last year.
Twice.
We tried because last year we were supposed to see the Dirty Heads, and they actually wound up canceling the show, and it was a big bummer.
We literally got there, and they canceled, and we were like,
so we had to wait like a whole year, and so we talked Grandma. We were like, they canceled last year, they're coming back. Like, we really need to do that.
We talked her into doing it again because we just happened to be here, so
it just worked out.
Yeah,
so
it was cool though.
But like we do what we call like mini date nights. So like, especially since we're sitting still, we love to go to Santa Fe because we're like a little less than an hour out of Santa Fe from where we're at. Yeah. And there's a cute little casino. We like to go to casinos. And so there's a cute little casino out there that you can stay at for up to 72 hours.
Yeah.
And so we'll go check in with security and hang out. But we'll park the van. And, by the time we get there, we got a full battery. So we've got Starlink on. And then it's kind of silly because we don't have a camera yet. But we just leave one phone in the van and put it on FaceTime. And then call the other phone.
So we can watch them
and then
I
mute this one so they can't hear us, but I can hear everything and see everything that's going on in the van. And so as long as the temperature is not bad and I can run, we've got the 2 fans.
At night,
Yeah, and it's usually at night, then we'll run the fans. I know they're good. We leave the TV on for them, so they're nice and cozy.
We work them out during the day too,
make sure they're nice and
tired before we're gonna go and do something like this.
Yeah,
and then we know that they'll be fine, and we're gonna be able to watch them the whole time anyway. So
and then we go do our little thing, what we're gonna go do, and if one of them starts barking or having some issues, then we did have an incident where poor Willie got really sick while we were in a casino over on the California side of Havasu. There's a casino over there, the Havasu Landing, and we're having a good time. We're playing the games. And
we're winning all kinds of money. We're winning all kinds of money. Super fun, all right? And then all of a sudden, literally, in the middle of the casino, she screams,
like, oh my God,
he's shitting!
Like, he's like, we'll go deal with it.
We'll go deal with it. We're winning all kinds of money. Like, I'll keep winning money. You just go.
It's not like it's going to get any worse.
Yeah.
Oh no!
So poor thing, I felt bad. We thought he was just being angry. We had walked him and everything before we had gone in, and I don't know if he just had gotten into something or an upset tummy. We thought he was just crying and whining and being a little baby.
Poor guy. It's the only really incident we've ever had with him, but it was kind of funny.
Yeah, we were like, oh, buddy, we're like, you're never gonna live this down.
Usually they're so good because we usually hit the dog park in the morning. And they get all their energy out, early in the morning.
Or like if we're out in the desert, we've got training collars for them.
We'll just take them out in the desert or out in the national forest, wherever we're at, and let them get it out.
What kind of training collars do you have?
The Garmin Sport Pros. So you don't need a subscription with those ones, and they're just like a good training collar. And so we got tired of chasing Marley through the desert. Her recall, she wants to just go and like explore, and she doesn't want to necessarily leave you, but they're bred, the GSPs are bred to run up ahead of you and to flush game and all that.
And
so that's just their natural comfort zone.
Super fast.
So
I had one growing up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So we've chased her through some national forests, across the desert,
over
and
a mountain.
we were like done one day. We're like, that's it. We drove all the way from Lake Havasu to what's it called?
Vegas.
Vegas. To Bass Pro Shop in Vegas, and picked up these Garmin Sport Pros. But within like 15 minutes of working with her, and I had watched how to do recall training with it, like she was already like 80-90% better. And so we just have them train with that, basically using like the vibrator, the tone, and then it's got a bark collar too. So
it's good when you're in a campground or whatever, like to have the bark collars, because sometimes
she's
they can
super
be a little annoying.
vocal, and she just wants to bark like OCD bark. It's not any. It's just like, I have a lot to say, and the world needs to hear me.
Right.
That's ours.
No, they don't want to.
Yeah, so we stick
too. How you
but
control
it's
the
helpful. Yeah, and then but we also, like, if we're out in the middle of nowhere and stuff, we just let them like get it out and be dogs and do what they got to do, because we know we ask a lot from them, like traveling in a van with
to live in 80 square feet with us. So
they come first, and that's kind of how they
Yeah, we've made them their own doggy condo down below anyway, so they have a space pretty much as big as us anyways. And then we have another bed in the front seat that we put up here for them too. Mm-hmm. And we have the little thing in between our seats that they can sit on. So they have like multiple places that they can hang out and lay and do their thing.
Definitely designed around them quite a bit.
And a new addition that we brought into the van is super cool. The cooling mats. I don't know if you've ever seen any of the cooling mats.
Like the cooling pads for dogs. I think Coleman makes them. We picked a couple up at like Sierra. And they're kind of like a gel, like ice pack kind of type material. Mm-hmm. But it just helps cool like 10 degrees cooler than the other surface. And so like right now we'll put them in the freezer and then pull them out, and they're nice and cold. And you just
throw them over them, and they chill out real quick and fall asleep.
Air.
So it's awesome.
Yeah.
Keep them comfy and take care of them. Yeah. And so you guys are going with 3, huh?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so we have the 2 that are Boston Terrier. They are very active. I mean, they're pretty chill too, because I mean, like, I'm with them at home all the time, and they go outside, but they'll run like crazy. So that's one of my concerns. For they're always have to be leashed, but then there's places we want to be able to let them run, but then will they come back? That's what I worry about.
And find off-leash parks too.
Off-leash parks are the best. We found that those just work. And if we can find like cool spots to camp like nearby those, we'll even go like every other day sometimes. Like we'll run them at camp for a day, and then like the next day we'll go in, maybe go grab showers,
keep it new and fresh for them, something different.
Yeah, we joke because there's a couple of spaces there in Lake Havasu that we're like, we just need to put up a number and put a mailbox here. Like, we love this little site. Like, we leave and come back.
People like literally, I'm telling you, people will literally be in these spots in Havasu for months on end.
Probably longer than they should.
They're probably longer than they should.
Regulars.
What is like 2 weeks?
But it's so nice out there. It's why they never want to leave. So.
Oh yeah, it's the 14-day rule, right? You can only be there for 14 days.
Yeah. So we'll kind of hop around and stuff. But we had a couple of areas that we were like, oh, I love this spot.
Well, Craggy Wash is like a really easy spot to get to right outside of Havasu.
Yeah, you're like.
And the guy who runs the place, and he's BLM, right? He's running this thing.
He's a volunteer host.
Yeah, he's a volunteer host, but he's the one that writes you your 14-day pass, and he goes, "Oh, cool, you're done with your 14-day pass. Oh, here's another 14-day. Here you go."
I think they just, as long as you're not overstaying your welcome in the sense of like you're not trashing the place. And like even sometimes moving around just a little bit within the area, and They ask you to not park in certain areas, so don't be the person that parks right next to the no overnight camping sign and then be like, well, I never saw that. Like,
we've seen a couple. Like, why would you do that? Don't do that. You're just asking for trouble. Like, not me.
Why things get taken away from us?
I take the sign and I'm like, I see it. We're out of here.
So how are you guys planning on traveling? I'm curious to know like what you guys are thinking, or what your thoughts are for when you guys finally hit the road and what you're looking to do. And
so we don't really have a plan.
I think
no plan. That's how we roll.
That's what we're working on. Like, what should we do? We should probably have a plan. I know I want to just go. How do we start? I don't know.
We've kind of been nomadic, just without a van. So before we had kids, we lived like 17, 18 different places.
Just to be able to afford. It's one of those like, we can't afford this anymore, so we gotta move on.
We're just nomadic.
Part about van life is the nomadic movement, man. It feels so good.
Right, and we did a lot of mooch stocking. With family, and we were in Missouri for a while, and we went to Louisiana. We stayed out there, and
I mean, you would probably call that homeless. We did do that for a little while. It's staying wherever we can, like friends, family, until we could figure it out. We've been there.
I lived in my Toyota truck back in the day before we met, so we've been semi-nomadic, and we've always had campers and motorhomes. So we've done long trips with the kids and everything. But the reason we got a house is because we had kids, and we wanted to have something secure for them. They they love their house, and now they're adults, and they've graduated high school and college, and they're about to be on their own. I mean,
one of them is he's in Chicago. So.
I have a son, Bishop.
Congratulations, exactly for getting him out.
So we're sitting here, and I'm kind of like, I don't want to be here watching TV and paying bills and then die, It's
this life is so much more fun.
It's kind of morbid, but I'm like, I'm 53 years old, and I'm like, I want to get back to. I've got serious wanderlust, and I'm like, I want to get back to where we're having fun, back how we used to in the concerts and everything. So we're kind of hoping that we can get the podcast to where we can maybe instead of doing a tour with band, because I've always done the band thing, and it's a pain in the ass to round up all the band members, get everybody on the same page to do a tour or to even do gigs, and I'm like, we're always together, so we might as well tour and do our YouTube channel, tour all around and do festivals.
So for sure. We watched you on the morning show. You tore it up. It was good
stuff. Thank you. And that's that's the plan. So we're hoping to get into these festivals to where and a lot of them provide they have hospitality, and they'll give you a plug-in or a place to, like the last one we did, they gave us we had electric and everything, and it was great. And we interviewed the promoter of the whole festival, and it was amazing, and it was exactly what we were planning on doing. So I'm like, okay, this is the first time and it's already working, so let's like focus in on this path.
So because it's like it's either you're a small festival and you want to get the word out about it, or let us help you do that, or your festival has been around a long time but you're still not really known about, and let's get the word out. That's kind of what we want to do. But also the artist spotlight, talk about have podcasts with artists. That's one idea, but the other one is we know a lot of people everywhere. Like we know pretty much somebody in every state. It feels like it seems like, at least, that we're close enough to stay with.
Oh, see, you have lots of driveways, lots of driveway access.
Right? But even then, it's like we know either we know that we could probably stay there. It gives us the time to go explore that area, or and then we just move on to the next. So there's that. That's another idea. That's probably one of the first ones that we thought about. Like, why not just start with, let's go visit so and so, and we did that actually. The 2 weeks we went to see our son in Chicago, we took the 2-week trip and we did that. We got to see friends that we haven't seen in a while, and we just stayed there, and then we just went to our son and stayed there. So on the way back, we found somebody else, another friend that he hadn't seen in a while. So we get to see the people that you want to visit anyway. And I'm like, well, let's start there and go from there.
We stayed in the van on a street in Chicago by our kid's apartment, and never got a single, nobody had any problems. There were people walking up, hey, welcome to the neighborhood,
we step out at her parents' house and we're like, howdy, neighbors.
Yeah, you see the neighbors, they know who we are now.
We kind of had a bad impression of Chicago from all the news and everything. And we're like, so we're kind of nervous going out there. And
like
when we got there, it was like the most magical place. There's like people everywhere walking their dogs up and down the street, and there's leaves blowing, and it was like they were the nicest people in the world. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to believe anything I ever see on the news anymore.
Well, he lived in a neighborhood that was like the ones you see in the movies. It was awesome. I was like, I'm so glad you're here. But then he says, oh, but we're going to move closer to the city like in a few months. I'm like, why would you leave this beautiful little town? It's so cute.
You went to all the John Hughes movie spots and everything.
My Home Alone house.
Yeah. Honey.
Yeah, sure. That was fun.
Yeah. But they say if you want to get discouraged with America, like turn on the news, and if you want to see the beauty in it, like go get out there and go see it. And there's so much truth to that. Like there's just so many cool places, and the people that we've met on the road, like we've only had like a couple of blips on the radar of just some like, what was that just happened kind of experiences. But overall, it's been like people positive. Are just super welcoming, and like
a whole new world or a whole different world, right?
Yeah. Well, most people like are a little happier, and they're out doing stuff they love, and like you can just feel that energy, and it's just different than the stress and the tension.
We've literally had people pull us, like we'll be traveling down the highway and have people pull up next to us and like be showing us our YouTube channel, like while we're driving down the road, and we're like,
this is crazy.
That's awesome.
Like,
That's so cool.
Like, we're like, did that really just happen? Oh my gosh, that happened. Crazy. Like we were heading out to Florida, and it happened in Louisiana. We were like, of all places, and we were just like, oh, this is so cool.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's big world.
That was in Atlanta because Todd got this. We have this big magnet on the side of our van, and you can scan it. It has a scan
It's
code.
got a QR code.
That's next.
We decided we're gonna do a QR code too. Why not?
Yeah.
Well, you know how Atlanta has like the stop and go traffic. It's like always, no matter what, it's always like the crazy traffic there. So we're like stopping and going. So this guy comes by us, and he was doing that.
He's like, And then when we were at Peace, Love, and Vans, we had people coming up. Oh yeah, we're subscribers, and we're like, that is so weird, but I love it. You know?
It is weird.
Yeah, because you like it is crazy because you're like you talk to the camera, right? And you're like, I don't really know who's on the other end. You don't get that interaction, and so it is cool to see that. You're like, oh, there are real people. Like it's not just going out into the ether.
Yeah, exactly.
I know that was kind of cool. It's like, oh, thank you so much. That's awesome.
That's sweet. Yeah. That's cool. So I'm curious, like how much longer are you guys planning to baby step, or you guys have like a goal like for when you guys want to get on the road?
So we're concentrating so our daughter lives with us, and we've told her that she needs to start looking in December. So I don't want to. We don't want to go out or anything. So she's aware of when that's going to start, and then after that we're gonna hopefully we have all of our clutter gone. I have I do bottle art and like stuff like that. So I have
it's pretty cool.
Hundreds of bottles of like whiskey bottles and sheds full of bottles.
It was
and
during COVID shutdown. That was his art. And everybody was giving us all their bottles because they weren't recycled.
I have a lot of bartender friends, and they're like, "Oh, we got bottles." So I don't want to throw them away because they're like really nice bottles. So I think I'm going to put like a free ad on Marketplace or something. But that's one of the things, and then basically get all our clutter, get the house cleaned up, and then we're going to list it, and we kind of have changed our thought on how we're going to do it, because we were just going to kind of go back with her parents for a little while and get get used to it. But we're thinking instead we might, when we sell the house, we want to pay off the van and most of our bills, but we think we want to get like a little plot of land and put like a little tiny home just so we have an address,
or even a pole,
a power pole, so we can plug in, and so we have a home base. And then pretty much because she'll probably still be working. I'm looking for online work. When I sell the business, I have a lawn business, and I definitely don't want to do that anymore. So I'm gonna sell that, and then so we just got to start. Once we start doing everything, then we're gonna jump into it. But we're still kind of in the air about the specifics right now.
And all that could change, who knows? But I do know that our goal is to definitely, we want to sell the house, we want to pay off our debt, and we want to be free of that. So as long as I can keep working and we can get on the road, and however that works, because we do have the Starlink, we already have that, like the one that you can do on the road. So as long as all that works out, then
So see, that's something that we did. We downgraded our phone service where we just have Visible. It's like $25 a month, but we went all in on Starlink. So we have we have the high performance dish, and it works flawlessly for us. So we sank all of our money really into Starlink, knowing that thing was going to be on all the time, and we would be connected, and our phones would mostly be running off of Wi-Fi. Yeah. So, and we just live off that. It works out in the middle of nowhere. It's great.
I know, that's amazing.
It is a game changer. We came into the space right as they were coming out with them. They hadn't been out for very long, and we were like, the timing couldn't be better.
Yeah, we just saw they had a deal last month that was amazing, and I was like, it's kind of early, but I'm gonna go ahead and get it now. So we got the standard dish for the house. They give that to you. It's like a rental, and then you pay like $35 a month. And then we bought the mini, and the mini was like $100, and it was like $200. But you could put it on pause, and so you don't even need to use it. So I was like, well, let's do that too, because that was like $50 off. So we want to be prepared, and I know that's like one of the main things. So we went ahead and did that.
The mini's awesome too, because you can run it on 12 volts, so you won't use a whole lot of power. Ours, we would have to convert it and all kinds of stuff, so it's not really worth it. But
it's a power hog,
we increased our solar, which has completely offset that usage anyway. So it worked out.
Yeah, we saw that video.
It worked out so good for us. We are so happy with that. We're blown away.
We're like, did you see? Look at how much solar we have coming.
I was like,
freak out.
That's pretty awesome.
So
we have we only have a little bit of solar.
She wants to sit with you for a little bit.
No, it's very helpful for us when we're running Dishy all day and he's working, and you've got to have it on 8 to, and then we're bougie on a budget. We still he likes to watch his world news at the end of the day, and then we like our little shows here and there that we like to follow, or we were watching was the Stanley Cup and the NBA championship and all that. So we like to watch some of this, but all that takes power.
It does. And there's a certain point in the day with solar and stuff that you will be generating more power than what you can actually use. So we turn on everything. We start using everything because that it's just flowing. But as soon as you hit
electronics,
as soon as the sun goes down, though, you're turn everything off. Turn everything off.
Sleep.
Yeah, I noticed you guys watch a lot of TV, and I was wondering if it was weather or if you were sports fans.
We do weather all the time because that one's good for us.
Yeah, it just depends. Especially if we're
local news. We like to kind of watch local news wherever we're at.
See what's going on in certain areas. He likes his world news.
I like world news. Yeah.
We
like some TV shows too.
Yeah, so. It's there's some shows out there.
We're addicted to some stuff.
Yeah, we have some few shows
Big Brother. Big
Brother's coming up. So we're huge Big Brother fans. Yeah. So we're yes, we got that coming up. But then there's shows like AMC shows and stuff like that. Dramas. So we get into a few of those. I struggle more. I feel like I'm more the ADD and restless one of us. So he can sit down and binge watch a little bit more than me, but I can kind of follow along, but I get antsy and I start piddling with stuff, or I'll kind of come and go. There's a whole hard
hobbies that y'all do?
I have a whole wish list of hobbies and things that I want.
There's stuff that we want to do. We'll see if we get to do it this year.
Right now, my main goal is like I'm just focusing on YouTube for us. Like I'm really just I'm trying to just like get consistent and start to try to understand it. And like I have so many ideas, but then it's like, okay, this idea got this many views, and like this one did nothing. I'm like,
so we've had role reversals too, where I was running the YouTube channel in the beginning and doing all the videos.
Yeah.
And then she started as of lately kind of taking that over because she was working part-time remote, and it made sense to just have her kind of start doing that, and I just work, and it is easier on our family dynamic, with the dogs and stuff.
This gives me all the flexibility I need to like, again,
do the daily things.
They're high energy dogs, so they need to be out 2 to 3 times a day running or getting exercise. And I also like take care of like the cooking for us, the laundry, like I do a lot of that stuff. And so when you start to factor in all those normal life daily things tasks, plus the van life aspect of, I cooked on the stove outside tonight, and it's been 4 nights in a row. We need propane, we need water, we need to go to the laundromat.
Yeah, we gotta
and so
do
when
some
you
laundry.
start to add all of that in on plus work, and then throw YouTube on, and then you guys want to build a van because you're gluttons
and
for
then we're building a van at the same time we're living in it. It's like we're like literally glutting for punishment.
And you want to travel and go places at the same time.
Yeah.
So we've been trying to find the balance with all that, and I feel like right now it just feels like we're still kind of getting through all that stuff. But I told him, once we kind of the dust settles from some of these projects and that, like, I've been trying to get more active in the mornings, like walking and stuff with the dogs. But I love to I tell him, I don't know if this is like a mid-40s thing, but all of a sudden I want to like skateboard and rock climb and get a one wheel.
All these dangerous things. You're going to break your legs.
Don't do it.
Exactly.
It's a crowd.
Yeah.
So I want to we'd love to get paddle boards and take the dogs out.
So
there's
that does look fun. I've never done that, but it looks fun.
Havasu is a place that is so active. So throughout the winter, there's so much going on. It's like one of the most active cities I've ever seen.
Every weekend there's something different.
Always something going on. It's super cool. Yeah. So there's always something to do if you like to do that. We like to kind of just hang out in the desert. So that's also fun. Yeah. It's nice and quiet.
The weather's nice. It's not too bad. So
yeah. We enjoy time out in like BLM and in the national forest. Yeah. So it's super nice to get out there.
Do y'all ever do the hot springs out that way? I hear a lot about hot springs.
We haven't yet. I know.
And
we
drove past one.
Well, and even like here in New Mexico. We drive past a lot of them. This is that whole thing about juggling everything and like full-time work, and so it's
only so many hours in the day,
and having the dogs. So again, time of year for us, it's more winter type times where we feel a little more comfortable if we need to leave them in the van. It's a lot harder to leave them in during the summer, and so they go a lot of places with us, or we do stuff with them during the summer. But it's in the winter if we can.
I know how consuming the YouTube thing is, because like I knew nothing about it when we first started out, and learned everything from YouTube University, and there's a lot to do. So there's so much.
We were watching a video yesterday, and this guy was talking about all that, and he said that he coaches people for YouTube, and he says one of his students told him, I'm usually like a pretty quick study, like I can pick up on a lot of stuff pretty quick, and he's like, but man, YouTube is different. It's like,
it's super hard. Like it's just this complex beast that you can't pin down exactly what really works. Like you got to keep experimenting with stuff. It's weird.
Yeah, the algorithm like hates me because I'm so ADHD. We're like, our videos are, we'll do a cooking video and an art video and a music video.
It doesn't know who you are. Yeah, it doesn't know where to put you.
And like the algorithm's like, what is this guy a cook channel about?
Right. There's
and I'm like, it's playing with the Hunns. That's what it's about.
We do all kinds of things.
Whatever we're doing, you're hanging with us.
yeah.
I know we were saying the same thing. She's like, "Do we need to start a new channel? Like, I just don't know what's going on."
That's what they say, but good luck with that.
Yeah, and then
exactly. We're like, no way, we're all in.
That's too much.
It's crazy.
And they say you got to find a niche, and we're like, oh, we don't have one.
This is our niche.
Yeah, it's like whatever we're doing.
I call it the ADHD. It's the ADHD niche, and we've like you were saying about how you look at what videos get the most views. Well, ours was like I have a friend who's like a rock star, and that's our highest viewed video. But it's like it has really nothing to do with the channel. It was just my good friend
it's like this
got out of prison after 14 years, and like everyone wanted to know what was going on with his life. So it's awesome. It's got a lot of views. But the next one was we were in Kentucky, and we did a cooking video, like grilled ham and cheese sandwiches at the Pilot. We were staying overnight there, and that would it got like
over 1,000,
3,000 views or something, and everyone was loving it. So I'm like,
maybe
I like these. Let's do more of those. So now we're thinking about going to different like Dolly Parton has a new truck stop.
She just
and we're like, we should go there and do a video there. So we have fun with that. I love cooking, and it's weird cooking. It's like truck stop.
We saw it at the Pizza Deli. We saw it.
Yeah. We like it. That was funny.
That one was not so good. It was okay, but then I was like, I don't think I'll do that again. It's too much. It's like 2 pizzas. Maybe if we
we need to do like a health series.
They haven't been that good of food. It hasn't been like food that's very good for you, but it's good. It tastes good.
That's like your hot dog video. I was like, what are they getting all those hot dogs for? I mean, I love hot dogs. Don't get me wrong, but I kind of figured they were for the dogs.
So they're spoiled. So a lot of times I'll get them because it saves me time. I'll buy rotisserie chickens for them. And so they get that with their kibble and their other stuff. But those only last for so many days. So like when we were going out to school, we knew we were going to be there for probably 7-8 days. So I had to have other means of giving them what they like. And so they're really finicky.
They're pretty
and
finicky.
Like it's tough. And I'm like, I wish you would like something like, like they'll get tired of chicken. They're just like, don't want it.
And they'll turn their nose up to kibble where they're like, no, I'm not doing that.
Hot dogs are like the best thing ever. And so when I'm struggling to get them to eat or get at the tail end of chicken where they're getting snotty with me and like about to riot. But I've been telling him too. That's the other thing. I want to figure out their food better and stuff too. And it's like, just
I'm sorry. She's looking at me and she's like, hello.
She's trying to tell us something. I think she's getting bored.
It's time.
That one she has to go out.
Awesome.
So tell everybody where we can find out about you guys, and we're gonna if y'all want to, we can collaborate. Like I'll send you the link, and so it'll put both of our channels up there.
Nice.
That'd be awesome. I'd love to do that. So
let everyone know what your social media is and everything.
All right, so you can find us at Roadrunner.living on YouTube and on Instagram. And so, that's our channel. Awesome. We're Roadrunner, and I'm Vernie. That's Dave. We've got the 2 dogs and one van.
And if you love questionable van life content, welcome home.
What are your dogs' names?
Willie and Marley.
That's
right. They're inspired by musicians.
Yeah, so. Inspired by musicians. Exactly. Willie Nelson and Bob Marley.
That's what we thought too when we heard it.
There you go. You nailed it.
We got to see Willie about
it was our
2014.
First music
we saw
festival.
Willie Nelson and the kids and everything. So I was like, yes, that was a milestone. We wanted to see him, and then we saw Chris Christopherson at the same festival. So I was like, yes, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
With all the Outlaw guys.
Stephen Marley too.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Stephen and his son and his brother were all there.
Yeah.
So that was a good one.
Super cool.
Nice.
Yeah, Willie Nelson was my very first concert. I went to when I was like a year old. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Really cool.
Then I got to see him, and it was CCR John Fogerty.
Okay.
Not too long ago, about maybe 15, 20 years ago. It's been a while, but cool shows. Yeah, I wish we could do more music festivals. That's the one thing. Like, we like our peace and our quiet, but we love music, and so like it's hard sometimes, like to feel like the crowd stuff. Sometimes I think can get to us a little bit, but
you can even do things where you just park your van close enough to where you can open the doors and hang out and hear the whole show. Like, so
we need to do this. We'll have to plan this. We've got St. Augustine Amphitheater right by us, and it's beautiful. The most amazing concerts, Revolution. We've seen all the reggae bands there, and they have an amazing campground attached to the park. So you can't go and you ride a tram or you walk over and you see the show. So we'll have to figure out a time where we can all go and have a weekend or something. But you guys are in Florida in the Jacksonville area, let us know, and we got mooch stocking for you to pull up on if you need it.
At least until he's older.
Yeah.
But I heard about another possible plug somewhere. So
you definitely don't want to come right now though. So
it's
so hot.
It's too hot here. We just don't have the humidity that much. We have a little bit of rain, but it's not like the humidity you guys have.
We're already preparing to go to our winter spot, so we're ready to get to Lake Havasu.
Yeah, I bet.
But not right now.
The days are numbered for sure.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for being our guinea pigs. This has been great.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You guys are our first. So
very fun.
we're hoping to get a bunch of van life stories because they've been especially you guys been so inspiring to us, to do this. So
thank you.
But man, that's what we love about YouTube. It's like anything you want to look at, get into anything and it's out there.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy.
Good or bad,
it's hard to stop doing, even though it's its own beast. It's like, okay, I just got to keep going.
Exactly.
Awesome.
So keep up the good work, and we love y'all, and we'll talk again soon.
Sounds good. Thanks so much.